Okay, now in unit 3, first topic is specific torts. And in exam, if I get a question, say write short notes on specific torts, this is how I'm planning to write it. This is my preparation for the exam. My answer will be: tort is a civil wrong. Law of tort was born in England and spread across the world. Law of torts includes modern democratic principles, the concept of individual rights, and etc. Freedom of speech, property, trade, or we can say freedom of speech, freedom of property, freedom of trade, etc. are recognized as fundamental rights in these democratic countries. Let me put in democratic countries. Wrong committed against such freedoms in these democratic countries, or you can say wrong committed against such freedoms, are called as specific torts, which is covered under law of tort. Some of the examples of specific torts are are trespass to person, which includes assault, battery, false imprisonment, which is also called as residuary trespass to a person, malicious prosecution, malicious prosecution, or also called as abuse of legal procedure, nervous shock. So if you say something to anybody and if it gets a shock or a heart attack due to this thing, it can be a practical joke also, on a April Fool joke also, but he may get a shock, right? So he can put a case on you. So please do not. I will try to remember this topic with a word called, there was a cool drink advertisement which says जोर का झटका धीरे लगे. You give a drink, calm down that person, and tell, then after you tell that you have sold his car or you have uh, dashed his car, he may not got that shock. Next is trespass to properties, which are categorized as immovable and movable. Under immovable, we know it's easy to remember trespass to land. For the movable, we need to remember easy way is trespass to goods. Any of the items, any of the things, trespass to goods. Slander, I need to identify what is this, but I am remembering it. Slander, okay, a slander, okay. Detinue and conversion. Next point, point number 6, trespass to personal, again subdivided into convenience and reputation. Trespass to convenience will become like negligence, like you are negligently putting something in the path of somebody and you are creating a problem for him. Nuisance, people making lots of noise, like we all young chaps put lots of DJ and high volume songs. It can create nuisance to the our neighbors, right, which is not recommended. Reputation, like people put illogical comments on the social network, or they put pamphlets, some people throw some ink, but that will become under uh, battery and assault actually. But you are creating a bad reputation to somebody, you are decreasing the famousness of a person in a nation. So defamation, okay. I'm trying all these examples so that I can remember to write it over there. Okay, decreasing the famousness in a nation, defamation. Other word is innuendo. I'm just remembering it, okay. Innuendo. Let me see how I can remember it is in un uen do. Innuendo. Duty towards children's, if you are negligent towards children's, yes, your children's, okay, you can't say that others children, at least be responsible towards your own children. So duty, you, we all know in our moral science, we know we parents are responsible for children's. So if it is not happened, then it is a specific tort. Strict liability, absolute liability, torts affecting family relationship. I think I should put it like this, it's easy for remember for me. I'll put it like this: 8, duty towards children and duty towards family or torts affecting family. It's good to remember. Then strict liability, absolute liability, and last topic of our unit is liability arising out of accidents. If accident happens, what is your liability? So this is what in a short notes we can write for the first topic in the unit 3. Next we will be seeing other topics like in a brief or in detail. Okay, let's go to next videos.